Good afternoon. Welcome to Talk with Tina, and I am so excited. I have my esteemed colleague, Simon Gisby. Simon's a principal in the M&A and life science and healthcare practices at Deloitte, and he's also a future of health leader. Simon has experience in all aspects of life sciences and healthcare, M&A strategy and execution, joint ventures and partnerships, and his clients include a ton of different examples across the life science and healthcare ecosystem, including global pharma, med device companies, health plans, and health systems, just to name a few. Wow, Simon, you just do it all.
I appreciate that. No, it's an exciting time to be in healthcare, and thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you're here. So I just learned something new. We're going to talk about what I would have called M&A, which now you're calling ecosystem partnerships, right?
Yeah, it's a change in how we're going to market and how we're educating our clients to think about the new ecosystems developing in healthcare. It's such a phenomenally exciting times with digital transformation, applications of machine learning and artificial intelligence to think about driving clinical protocols. With the COVID pandemic, we saw the explosive use of virtual health and telehealth for consults across state lines. And it's just such an exciting time that we're starting to realize no one player can do it all. We have to leverage the skill sets of each other. That's why we're referring to it as ecosystem partnerships.
And that's why it's so important to our industry right now. And we're going to continue to see consolidation and convergence, right? Especially with more entrants and disruptors.
Convergence is the key term, and it's getting increasingly difficult to define a healthcare company. Wearables and fitness is now critically important in moving to wellness. We see tech companies using their cloud computing skills and data analytics skills to help us understand what are the best ways to treat conditions. We're seeing retail companies come into the space because we know through the social determinants of health that so many of our healthcare conditions are based upon social determinants. What we eat has a critical impact on our health. So the retail players are coming in. So that's why we refer to it as convergence.
No, I love that. So you kind of highlighted this a little bit, but what challenges are our clients in the industry facing around ecosystem partnerships? What should they focus on?
I think the challenges are really starting to understand how you engage with non-traditional healthcare companies and what assets and expertise you can leverage and what assets and expertise the counterparties can leverage, and how you do that to drive the two holy grails, better outcomes and lower cost. But at the heart of it is PHI. How do we continue to make sure that our personal health information remains private and secure? Because without that, we're not going to gain the confidence of the consumer. And that's a big challenge when you think about engaging with non-healthcare companies, is that privacy aspect of our own data.
All right, and the consumer potentially owning the data now in the future.
And the consumer owning the data and using the data to change the way we interact with our physician, with our clinician, how we go and look for information and how we use it to manage our wellness. It's a brave new world, and we're still trying to figure out these partnerships and new business models.
If I'm the CEO of one of these organizations in this ecosystem, what are the most important things for me to do to combat these challenges right now?
I'm not sure it's a matter of combating them, because I think we should embrace them.
Okay.
I look at them not as a challenge, but as an opportunity.
Okay.
How can we take best practices from different industries? When we did digital transformation in the finance industry, it became easier for all of us. It became more ubiquitous, and we could use other tools to do our financial transactions. How can we use the smartphone to enable better delivery of care? How can we use artificial intelligence to think about the best ways to tackle different types of cancers? How can we use machine learning to drive us to a place of wellness? So I wouldn't say it's a challenge. I think we need to change our mindset and say, here's a great opportunity to proactively engage in partnerships and M&A and alliances and joint ventures to deliver the best we possibly can.
Yeah, I love that. So, this has been really enlightening. And I think kind of my key takeaway is M&A is now ecosystem partnerships. And if I'm an executive, I really need to embrace transformation. It's really almost become a business imperative, and I have to think bigger. And, how am I going to play and make it an opportunity?
I couldn't agree more. It's thinking like that, trying to look around the next corner, see where the opportunities are. But again, I come back to the overall goal of all these ecosystem partnerships are two things: deliver better care, better outcomes, and let's try and bend the cost curve. And if we can do that, it's just so beneficial for society.
It's the future of health.
Future of health right there.
Great. Thanks so much, Simon. Appreciate your time today.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Talk soon.